Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to Being Your Own CEO. This is a weekly success circle for solopreneurs. We get together because we enjoy each other's company and we like exchanging ideas and information. And for me, it's all about giving and receiving support. My name is Lowell Ann, and I've been in business since 1996, helping people get where they want to go. So it's a really good idea for us to be reminded of our operating principles. And since we know that there are several people sitting on the event page watching, I think it's a good idea for us to go into them in a little more detail than we have been in the past. So these principles have been around for us for a couple of years now. That we all agree to. So the first one is it's about relationships before business. And you can get everything in life and business if you help enough people get what they want. And that's a quote by Zig Ziglar. We stand for positive possibilities and keep an open mind, and we never sell anything we are not prepared to deliver impeccably. So that's kind of what we all stand for and the way we like to operate. So next on the agenda is to invite our green room participants to introduce themselves. And I'd ask you to say your full name, tell where you are and what you do. And then, of course, you can share a good news story or a win or a learning, whatever you feel like. But we do want to keep it short so that we can move on in our program. So I usually invite the first person to get here to be first. So Vivek, that's you this morning.
Namaste. My name is Vivekanand. VivekTechnology.com is my website, and I do hear an echo. I hope it is not because of. Anyway, I believe in simplicity. I want to keep things simple. I am proud to share my belief with Steve Jobs and Leonardo da Vinci, who said simplicity is the ultimate in sophistication. So I'm a software developer and I believe in simplicity. So I would love to integrate different projects to make life simple and easy. I'm in London. It's 10 minutes past 5 in the evening here. So in terms of news, we are going to have a new prime minister tomorrow. So
I saw that pop up. I think it was in Facebook that I saw it pop up.
Yeah, and I also read a funny story on, I'm trying to find that again, but funny story, and the new Prime Minister would be a Mrs. Theresa May.
Oh.
And the funny story is people started looking for Theresa May on Twitter, and there are more than one Theresa May on the Twitter, and one in particular is a character who our Prime Minister wouldn't want to be associated with.
Oh dear.
she's a porn star or something like that, which is.
Oh no.
There is a difference in spelling.
Prime Minister porn.
Our Prime Minister has a H in her name, in the spelling, Theresa, Theresa May, whereas the other one doesn't have the edge. So that is
Oh,
saving grace, if you.
oh
Here,
dear.
here come the political cartoons.
Yes. Well, as usual, thank you for being here, Vivek. Very happy that you are able to join us. And for the benefit of everybody involved, we're trying something a little different this morning. And thank goodness you came when you did, Vivek, because I was able to get comment tracker working. Oh. So that is so good. So the second person who came on this morning was Barbara, and Barbara is a new member that we've not met before. So Barbara, please do introduce yourself. And again, you might want to move your camera down a little bit so we can see your face.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, my name is Barbara Delluccio, and I'm from California. And I've only been in business for less than a year, so I'm very new to all of this. So I'll keep it short.
What do you do? What is your business, Barbara?
Well, I'm actually I have a bunch of e-commerce websites right now. My business is kind of out of control, is what it is. And what I really would like to do is be a developer. I would like to develop WordPress websites and do SEO.
Uh-huh.
That's the part I really like. Selling is not my favorite.
Well, I think most of us would agree with that. Most of us don't enjoy selling.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you a member of Wealthy Affiliate, Barbara?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I thought that was the connection.
Yeah, I joined in just in September of 2015, and that's when I started everything.
Aha.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Yeah. When you said your name, I remember. Okay. Yeah, and you actually asked a really good question the other day about e-commerce and SEO.
Yeah.
So right. Okay. Cool. Now I got it.
Yeah. Rel equals chronicle.
So welcome here, Barbara. You are welcome to join us at any time. We do this on a weekly basis.
Okay.
So it's nice to have you here.
All right. Thank you.
So welcome here. So Jay, you're next in the green room. So
that's so Bob Barker of you. Come on down. You're the
come
next
on
contestant.
down, yeah.
Hi, my name is Jay, and my company is Magi Studios, and I help people get started in the world of online business. And I hail from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Right on. Welcome here.
Thank you very much. Oh, and I just, you were talking about news to share. I've actually just become a member of the Canadian Franchise Association.
Oh.
As a verified vendor for online marketing services. Because
a franchise association. Is that what you're thinking of doing with your business?
Well, no, not franchising franchising my business, but offering services to franchise businesses.
Oh, right.
Because I specifically, I deal quite often with franchise locations, specifically Merry Maids. So it just kind of, and I bought this really big, it's actually a giant magazine. And it's all about the top franchises of 2016. This is my marketing directory. This is I call people up from this.
You do?
Say, hey, listen. Oh, absolutely. And I say, hey, yeah, you bet, absolutely. I have a very thick skin. I have no problem people hanging up the phone on me and saying no. So, but what it is, well, we can get into another time. But I make it as if I'm interested in the franchise as the business, and then eventually sell them SEO. So that's how I get past the gatekeepers.
Okay.
Right on.
Anyways, there's a high demand for there's a giant directory inside these books, offering services and listings and stuff. So I thought it'd be ideal to become a member of the Canadian Franchise Association as someone who can be selling services. So
yeah, that'd be a lot of clients.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, so that'll be funneling into my software. So we'll see
Right.
how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome here, Jay, as usual. So
Thank you,
nice to
Rana.
have you. And last but not least is Heidi. She her name is I'm not sure if I can say it, Adelaide, but we call her Heidi. So welcome, Heidi. Nice to see you. You're back from your vacation.
Yeah, I'm back from Germany, and I cannot stay a whole time because I will have about 25 guests in an hour. So I will prepare a little bit of stuff. Oh, actually, I think I have to switch off the oven. And thank you. And I do too many things at the same time. Talking about business, I am at the moment really in how to say in high. I don't know where I really should direct my direction to, and how to do it also. So I know that I know to do many things, and I'm good in many things, and I'm good in combining many things, and have an overview and all these things. But I'm not good in promoting and do all this online stuff. So after 2 years on Google Plus, I'm a little bit disillusioned now because I thought it would have given some tangible results, but it hasn't. So, but I have learned to do hangouts and to be present and to, not be ashamed of showing my face on the word
Heidi, you're in Italy, correct?
Yeah, and it's hot.
Yeah.
Yesterday, my computer, it was out, and then it switched itself on by itself.
Oh, no.
And there was no internet, while the other computer had internet. So I decided to put a fan behind, so it's now getting wind, not me, but the computer to work.
The computer's comfortable.
It was crazy, really. It
Sounds like you have a Geist in your computer.
Yeah, no, it's only heat. It's over 30 centigrades in the room, so they don't like it.
Yeah. Jeez. I heard about that train crash in Italy yesterday. That was horrible to hear about that.
About what? I don't know anything about it.
Oh, yeah. There was a train collision. It was two trains, 22 people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so Heidi, I'm happy to see you here, and maybe among all these people, we can help you determine what your business is.
Yeah.
And just for everybody to know, Heidi's partner Mark is usually sitting there somewhere, but we don't see him this morning, so.
He's preparing, because it is evening, 6:20 here, and the guests arrive at 7:30. So,
So he's busy. Right on. So I might just say a little something about what I do. I'm a business and career coach. I help people get where they want to go. And what am I going to say about what's new? I'm halfway through the development of my new course, and I found a really interesting platform called Thinkific for creating online courses. So that's kind of interesting. And I might just say that for those of you who are used to coming and trying things out, I am trying out something a little bit different by going back to the old traditional hangout on air, using the new all the new things, and just to see if there's a way to make this work really, really well. So we've been Vivek and I have been working on a process document where we're refining it. The process document right now is really for people who want to hold Hangouts, but I'm thinking that I need to create a document for people who want to participate, because it's a slightly different process, obviously. So this is a traditional Hangout on air, rather than using the business Hangout that I was using before. So yeah, and I'm getting some comments in the comment stream, which is kind of neat, from people from the outside. So I see and acknowledge Alana Birmingham and Richard Wright. I've seen Richard's name many times, but we've not really had a formal meeting. So I'm just to acknowledge that they are out there and listening. That's kind of neat. And also we have Nathan just joined us, and Nathan has been around with being your own CEO for a long time. So say good morning and introduce yourself, Nathan.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm a bit late this morning, as you can tell. Yeah, I have been around Lowlands Hangout for, I guess, a couple of years now. My main thing right now, I'm working on a project, well, a couple things. One is about a project, a podcast to do with ending bullying and so on. The other one is a done-for-you writing project, where I show people how to go from zero to published author very quickly using the process of interviewing. Right
on. So welcome here. And oh, you didn't say where you are.
Oh, I didn't say that. That's true. I'm in Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico.
Mm-hmm. So Vivek, you're sharing something. Can I share it?
Yeah, it's actually
Paul. Paul says he's on the outside looking in.
Why, I wonder?
I don't know. Maybe it's his choice. But Paul, you did. I did send you an invitation to come inside the green room if you can find it.
Perhaps he just didn't put his face on this morning.
Well, that's true. Or maybe he's got sales breath this morning. We're joking a little bit, Paul. That's Paul's byline. He usually says that he's here to prevent sales breath. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So what did I forget to say? I did forget to say that I'm in Victoria, BC as well. So as is Jay and Paul, who's out there watching. He's also from Victoria. So this morning this was really a continuation of an experiment that I started last week. Last week, I wanted to see and play with and see whether it's possible to host a Hangout on air on your website. So I was able to do that. The screen is there, and for a person who would really like to simply listen in, it's possible to do that from on your own website. So I was able to show that was possible. So this week, what I was doing was looking at the various ways in which to promote. Because when you're doing Hangouts, I mean, it's fine to have our usual group here. But if you're really wanting participation and to draw people in and to have conversations and all of that, they need to know about the about the Hangout. And so, what are the best ways to do that? And so that's that today was the next step in the little experiment that I was trying. So I did a traditional Hangout on air, and then that opens up an event page, and people are able to put their comments as they listen into the event page, and I should be able to bring up the comments so that I can share comments or questions that people bring in. Now, there is one difference between Hangout on Air, what we're doing right now, and the business Hangout that we did before, in that I believe that everybody within the green room was able to see the comments, and that's a little bit more difficult when you're operating this way. If you're in the green room, I think everybody else is able to see the comments, but unless you've got two screens open, one that puts you into the green room, and then the other screen needs to be open showing the event page with the sound turned off. So
yeah, you don't need to play on the other page.
no.
You need to.
So if you're, which is fairly easy for someone like myself and a few others that I know here that have more than one screen. So you can have one thing going on one screen and one going on the other screen. But if you're working from one screen or one laptop, it's kind of difficult. So I'm just going to put Paul's comment up. I said, I wonder why he's not in here. So, Paul, if you look for your Hangout text, you'll see the link in there, I think.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he found it. Good, 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 good. Well, Paul, now you can say as much as you would like about your sales breath.
Okay, you can hear me. This is good.
Yes.
You're on my phone. I can't get you on my computer. Just saying.
Oh. So you want to raise your camera up so that we're not looking up at you. You want to put your camera up a little higher.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well,
That's better.
Anyway.
So your hand is going to get tired.
Yeah, so I'll just say hi and then goodbye, and I'll look on the outside looking in.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Paul. And Paul, for everybody else's benefit, Paul lives pretty close to me. We're both living in Cook Street Village, so so that's cool. So now, getting back to what we've been trying, one of the things I did try was to put instructions asking people to say yes if they wanted to participate in the green room, and maybe if they wish to simply view. So there are a number of people who said yes, but who have not come in. So I don't know whether the instructions were seen or heeded, or just how that happened. So could I ask the folks in the green room, did you see that instruction when you got the invitation?
I did, but as I mentioned in the comments elsewhere, many of the regulars, they tend to ignore the description. Because the point is, they know it's you, and maybe they know it's more than just you. Maybe they know others in the group, and so they are okay with that. They enjoy what goes on, so they don't really worry too much about the description. And
well, I saw it, but it looked like it could have meant yes, join. I want to join you in the list. I want to go to listen, or I want to join it. It wasn't completely clear what the yes was for.
Oh, so you probably didn't understand the term the green room.
No, well, I knew. Yeah, I figured that was, but it said uh, uh, to it sounded like to say yes if you wanted to. Also, if you wanted to just join us and listen. I don't know. It wasn't completely.
It wasn't clear to you. Okay.
Not completely, no. But I just did it anyway, just so.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, and there is a Loveland, there is a comment from Alana Birmingham.
Alana says, I checked on the link in Google Plus and the link from my email, and I don't think I'm in this session. I think I can only view. Alana, I think I did not invite you because you were in the maybe section. So if you would like to come and join in, I can invite you. So just type in if you want to join in. Yeah, that's interesting. So this morning we were going to talk about how do we market our website and or market something like this. And I should tell you, in terms of the comment tracker, I went over to Twitter and I put a comment in there with the hashtag and invited people to make comments and join in using the hashtag. I did the same in Facebook, both my business page and my community over there. However, I'm pretty new over in Facebook, so it's not surprising that it won't be surprising if I don't get much from there because I'm not very well known there. So it's a question of resharing and doing a number of things that make sure that things pop up in the right places within Google+. So I see that Alana would like to come in, so I'll throw a question out while I invite her in. And so given everybody who has a website, what sort of methodologies do you use to market your website? I mean, if you're out and about within the social media world, how do you ensure that people do find your website? So who would like to respond?
I'll jump in there.
Right on. Go ahead.
Wow, there's an echo. I'm just going to take my headphones off so I can't hear the echo. So there's a variety of things, and obviously, you need to lay a foundation down with a great website, a great user experience for your audience, and that starts with a really nice looking site along with some great content. And the content, I think, needs to, and obviously it depends on the site, but let's say everyone obviously here knows what kind of site they have, they know what they're selling, so they have a good quality call to action at the end of their content. So beyond that, it's important to let other people know that your website exists. So there's a variety of ways of doing this. You can do it through SEO, search engine optimization, which is the art of letting the search engine know what your content is about. So if I'm writing a blog post on how to tie your shoelaces, and I'm selling sparkly shoelaces, so I'm going to try to capture the keyword how to tie your shoelaces fast. So, and then I can get ranked for that article, using SEO, and then so there's one asset. So that's organic rankings. Now, because your article is awesome and you have different pieces of it, it's broken down into different chunks. You can take those chunks and do snippets of social media posts. So, shoelace tying tip number 1, and then you can blast out a tip. And you can use a variety of different social media apps to manage this. I'm currently using, for my own stuff, Buffer. It actually has a really nice app called Pablo, which is a nice little thing where you can create a background image and have a quote, and then blast that out to your social media, which is, I think, really cool. So I think that's really nice to have for small snippets of tips and information. A lot of people do it for inspirational quotes. I find those, personally, I don't really find much value in those, so I think, doing the tips is better. But that's just my niche. So going beyond that, you can then take that same asset, that same snippet, or that same piece of content and convert it into a different medium. So that could be, you can turn it into a video. You could do quick 60-second shoelace tying videos. Hi, my name is Jay. I'm going to give you a 60-second tip on how to tie your shoelace. Here's how you do it. Boom, boom, done. If you'd like to learn more, check out our blog post on how to tie your shoelace fast, which then has a link to the article.
So, just kind of a portion, and then hoping that they were interested enough to go back to your site.
The end result is to get people to your site. So from all different areas of marketing your website, the end result, the call to action to everything outside, is to bring them back to your site. Okay? Mm-hmm. So yeah, absolutely. And I think it's really important to do these short little tips, or these short videos, and always end with a call to action. I think, hey, if you'd like to learn more, please subscribe, like, do this, do that, right? You have to tell people what to do. So now from there, now you have this video asset. So now you can take that video and post it on social media. Mm-hmm. Right? So, and we're doing all of this from one article, right? So now you can take that same article and you can put it into a PDF document, into a different readable format, and then you can post it on a document sharing website, or a presentation website.
SlideShare is one of them.
Thank you, SlideShare. So pop it into SlideShare, and then you can, when you pop that in SlideShare, you can then share that through social media, through email marketing and stuff. So another one is email marketing. So building your list. Take that snippet of content, that tip that you did back when you did the social media post, and have that as an email broadcast. Uh-huh. So what we're doing is we're working in different lands or zones, if you will, and bringing people back in, because you don't want to have your marketing efforts all in one place. You don't want to have your eggs all in one basket, if you will. So and it's just kind of juggling all of these things. Then you can start doing offline marketing if you want. You can also start doing print marketing, meaning you can take a report. You can print out your PDF, fold it up into an envelope, mail it to someone, or hand deliver it to someone if it's someone that you find that will benefit from your information. You could turn your article into an infographic. You can advertise on Facebook. You can advertise on these different platforms that allow this.
Yeah.
You can then start doing, once you kind of build this credibility, you can then start reaching out to other people, influencers within the same market, and say, like, you've mentioned someone of an authority figure within your content. You can then send them a message saying, oh, hey, by the way, I just mentioned you in my article. Would love it if you could share that for me. I appreciate that. So, and that's called blogger outreach. So,
blogger outreach.
Yeah, it's the art of, it's basically cold calling, or cold emailing, or cold contacting.
Yeah.
and you know, but here's the thing: it's very different than cold calling, because if someone reached out to me and said, "Oh, hey Jay, just letting you know, I mentioned you in my article. Here's a link to the article," I'd be more inclined to share that article, because there's a mention of me, because it's promoting me as well, and that's my brand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important to me. So I'll pop that into my social media.
Right.
Okay. So if you just do these small handful of things to promote that one piece of content, you're going to drive a lot of traffic. And then from there, just like shampoo, it's rinse and repeat.
Well, so I mean, all of these pieces that you suggested, this fits in with something that I wrote in my blog recently. That you know, all of this stuff takes time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just I mean, to just throw something out and then not do any more. And expect things to happen. It doesn't work that way. So it's I mean, if we're doing marketing, which is really what we're doing. If we're doing this, it doesn't take care of itself. We have to put the time in and the work in.
Yes. Just because the internet is fast doesn't mean that your business success is going to be.
Right. So I need to interrupt us here and invite Alana to introduce herself. Welcome here, Alana. You made it. Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us what you do and where you are and anything else you'd like to say. We're not getting any. Are you? I can't tell if she's speaking. Maybe she's frozen. I don't know.
I think it's frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Well, if you reboot your browser, it might free it up for you, Alana. Right.
Yeah, I think Alana's also a member of Wealthy Affiliate. I recognize her. Oh, okay, very good.
Yes. She is. Actually, there are a number of people who were here that came from out of Wealthy Affiliate in the event on the event page. Quite a few, actually, which is good, really good. Really nice to see people in the Wealthy Affiliate to reach outside that little closed community. It's a really important thing to do, right? So Nathan, I saw you adding a comment and I didn't see what it said. Oh.
It was just feedback to do with what Jay said. Basically, really liking what he said about Buffer and this app called Pablo, which I didn't know anything about, never heard about it. And I like the fact that you can use it for overlaying tips onto some sort of background. I mean, I've been doing some of that manually and posting it into different groups on Facebook, but I didn't know that there was a way that you could do it in an automated way that would make my life a lot easier for doing that. But in terms of growing your presence, I've been experimenting with a whole bunch of different things, and what I learned the most is from Roland about this when we initially met through your group. And when I started doing some hangouts on my own, he basically said, to give without any need or to receive in return, just a selfless giving. And I took that not only for hangouts, but I went to Blab for quite a while. And I did that over there, and I wound up making a ton of friends and some really good contacts. And one of them wrote to me one day and said, "Hey, I'd like to help you with your business." And I thought he was kidding me. I really did. And then we get on the phone for an hour and a half, and that's where I came up with the Done For You writing system based on something I've known for 15 years. But I never thought about it in that way. And if it hadn't been for that call, I probably still wouldn't have even thought about it. But with what he told me, it created a brand new business idea and a direction based on writing, but not being a freelancer anymore, thank God. And but if it's an example of how to build who you are out there. And so since Blab has been slowly waning, I've been thinking, well, how can I do this? How can I give in a lot of different places? And so I've been hanging out more on Facebook and going to Google Plus and checking out other different ways of interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I loved about Blab was the community.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, community is everything. And so in the wake of that, I posted a request about community, and what it came down to was creating a group on Facebook again from a different standpoint. And I just did that in the last few days, and it's already starting to produce some results for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been very, very interesting, very quick. So that's my.
So you are so right, Nathan. Being ready to help, rather and without any expectation, just being ready to help is one of the fastest and best ways to connect with people. And that's really what the relationships before business phrase kind of encompasses, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been amazing to me how well it's worked. Like I said, I've wound up creating some amazing friendships as a result of doing that. And it like when you're on Blab, for example, you really can't hide who you are. You're on that frame, and you can't play at being something else. Sooner or later, it will become obvious. And but the platform was really nice, but now the way it is at the moment, I'm not entirely sure what to do. And what I'm thinking of doing is coming back to Hangouts, which is where I began, and just working with that platform, because right now what I'm seeing with Blab is that it's become extremely volatile.
Yeah.
And a lot of the best people, many of my friends, have actually left and moved to other platforms like FireTalk or Huzzah. And not sure how I feel about any of those. But the major issue that everybody's coming up with is something called discoverability. And I'm not sure about any of that.
What is?
Well, we don't know where things are going, but which is one of the reasons why I decided that it would make sense to come back to the Google Hangout, but the new Google Hangout, to see whether we could make that work. Because I just heard something recently from Google. It looks as though the live streaming in Google is going to be expanded over the next while. So I think we're going to see something new. So I want to share what Paul had to say. I haven't read it yet, but I will share it on the screen. Paul says, on your business card or create a card, an invitation, print the specifics of how to get to your webinar. Example, our group, YES, that's a local Victoria group. I think it stands for Young Entrepreneur Society, something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
We have invitation cards to give to people who may be interested to check us out. That's a very good idea. Maybe we should share what Vivek and I worked on last week. I think that was last week. Was it, Vivek?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where we figured out how to put a QR code onto our smartphones, so that when you're out and about and people can point to that point their phone to your smart card and download information. So that's another way. I find that a lot of the younger generation don't seem to favor business cards very much.
Yeah, I think QR cards are great. I think there's an industry flaw though, where you have to take the time to actually download an app. It doesn't. It's not natively installed in Android or an iPhone.
Not true, Jay. Not true.
Show me where that is on my iPhone.
Your iPhone is a different breed. If you get an Android phone,
Yeah, well, exactly. So there you
The
go.
cheapest Android phone. The Android phone I got has a camera, and I just need to take a picture of the QR code from the camera on the phone, and that's it. It does the scanning itself and gives me what I need to do. But yeah, Loveland, while I'm still
Yeah,
in the
I've
frame,
got you on the screen.
so yeah, this is another way of promoting what you do, or another way of giving. Okay, a lot of people have probably read or watched Simon Sinek videos. Uh, it's one of the most popular one on TED.
Yes.
And I have put that video on my website.
Mhm.
Why? Because the video gives a lot of information. In addition to that, what I have done is, let me show that to you here. I clicked on something and it now brings up a bit more text. Now if I click on these numbers here, the video that is showing below will start playing from that point onwards. So in the video, Simon is making a very, he is giving you a gem. So that gem is brought out here in these numbers. So if you, the video, and this is true not just for Simon. Here's a video from Seth Godin.
Yeah.
And that has, I think it's over an hour or something. And I have put all his gems are available to you. If you click on these numbers, the video will start playing from that point. So you don't need to go through the entire video. You just need to spend time, a few minutes, maybe a minute and a half or something, to jump to that section of the video and watch it. So what this does is, you are in a way, I am using these people's popularity in a way. But I am giving value, in the sense I'm not just embedding their video on my website. I'm giving value in the sense I have gone through the video, took a lot of effort to say that at this point, for example, 6 minutes 38 seconds, he says that.
Right. So it's kind of a curating exercise, I guess, eh?
Yeah, curating exercise. But when you do that and it's on your website, the point I'm still struggling is, how do I then still promote this?
Yeah, right. So you've got some really valuable, and that's what we're all doing. We've put really valuable material on our website, but still need to make people aware of it, and that is through the social media aspect. And I love some of those ideas that Jay shared, where using little snippets and things to tease people and get them to come back to your site. Yeah, for sure. So Alana, I can see you. Can we hear you now? You want to give it a try?
Can you hear me, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, technical difficulties I was having. Switched to my daughter's laptop, so it's working now.
Right on. So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you are.
Okay, well, let's see. I left my last job a few years ago. I've always kind of wanted to work for myself, and I enjoy the writing process. And I have a technical background, so I kind of married the two together.
Mhm.
And I started developing websites for a friend just for kicks, and I fell in love with WordPress, and then I found Wealthy Affiliate, so here I am.
Aha. And where are you in the world?
I am in Ireland. I'm originally from Connecticut. I was in San Francisco Bay Area for about 15 years back in my younger heyday, and married, moved over here, and built our life here.
Right on. I love the fact that we can connect with people all over the world. I just think it's so great.
I actually really enjoy these interactive live chats that you have each week, and I'm really glad that I found it because I feel like it makes the whole it makes it so much more cohesive when you're trying to do this, because one of the problems with learning online is that you're doing so much of it by yourself.
Yeah.
And while you have an opportunity to do chat on Wealthy Affiliate or that kind of thing, I think
Or the live webinars.
yeah, like seeing your face, Jay.
Webinar.
Being able to interact with you, Jay, and everyone else. Yeah, it's great.
But it is nice to interact personally, face to face, isn't it?
Definitely, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, then I don't have to do all the talking.
Well, it makes it more rounder as well, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I often say whenever I'm doing the webinars, I'm able to entertain myself, and I just help everyone else along for the ride. So.
I know. I wonder sometimes if that gets a little lonesome for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just want to, in the interest of sharing, again, Jay posted something that everybody should see. That goes back to something we were talking about a little bit before, but just because the internet is fast, it doesn't mean your online business is successful. It's important to understand that it takes time. And I see, Jay, you put the hashtag in there. So that's something I would really like us to chat about a little bit, the use of hashtags. Because
I'm really glad you brought that up, because I think I only see them on Twitter, and I don't know if I don't really know how to use them, so I think that's a great place to start.
Right. So I think that the history of a hashtag, I do believe it did start with Twitter.
Yeah.
However, hashtags work in Google+.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, they actually work in all social media platforms now.
Yeah.
Because all other social media platforms saw the popularity of them.
Mm-hmm.
So and a hashtag is really just consider it like a category. It's a way to describe the thing that you're saying, you know. So and it's also a way to track what people are saying.
Yep.
Like where people are saying things. So for example, in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, where Lan and I are, our airport code is YYJ, and often on social media, a lot of people, when they're posting things within the community, they will add the hashtag YYJ, and it's a way to say, here we're talking about, you know, here on the islands,
this community.
Yeah. So now, like for example, Instagram, I can then click on that hashtag, and then I can see everyone else who's done the same thing. So now, as a marketer, as someone who's trying to build their brand or build their following, I can then take that valuable information, and now I can start following these people who are in that same kind of hashtag realm. I can interact with them. I could build my list, and in anticipation of doing that, because when you start following people, other people start following you, and it's just kind of like this kind of snowball effect, right? So there's several reasons why I think it's important to do hashtags, and I think, like, for example, with Laulan's hashtag, it's very unique. So what Laulan can now do at a later date, like tomorrow, is she can then just go to any social media platform and search for that hashtag and see where people have mentioned her hashtag. So she'll see, like, oh, hey, look, Jay said that in there, and so on and so forth.
So it's a way of searching. Here is Paul's comment. On the ferry on the long weekend, heard the following conversation from a 9-year-old, hashtag food. You mean that's what he was telling his mother, he needed food, Paul?
I think he was saying that. I think a lot of younger generation, they say, like, when they're trying to express something, they're like, oh, hashtag food, hashtag OMG, right? It's the way the younger generation it rolls their eyes, if you will, right? It's the metaphor for rolling their eyes.
Oh, it's okay.
And I've seen the same thing. Jimmy Fallon, a guy from The Tonight Show, actually has done a couple funny little skits.
Yeah.
Him and Justin Timberlake having this conversation, and they hashtag everything, like, hey, what's going on? Hashtag, YOLO, right? And they do this sign, right? They go like that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And then you can see Sue. She's always got this going.
Yeah.
Or this way. Maybe. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how to do it.
Yeah, careful. You're gonna show gang symbols here in a minute. Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's a great asset to adopt into our own campaigns. Maybe if you're building a following, I don't think it's as important to do your own hashtags as it is to research hashtags. For example, if you go onto Instagram and you look up the hashtag wealthy affiliate, you'll find all sorts of stuff in there, right? You'll find. I actually did an Instagram post not too long ago where I was in my backyard. I had my propane fire going, right? I've got a little propane campfire thing. And I had my laptop in the foreground with the wealthy affiliate on my page. And I said something, enjoying life in the backyard, working on my own terms, and then I put hashtag wealthy affiliate. And then all of a sudden I got all these followers, within minutes. And I even got a comment saying, hey, that's great. If you want to join Wealthy Affiliate, let me know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, I was speaking with Susan Schlief earlier last week, I guess it was, and she mentioned there's a site where you can register your unique hashtag if you want to. Can I remember what it's called? No, but I'm sure if you Googled it, you'd find it.
Twubs.
Oh, there, Twubs.
EWUBS.com. I learned that through Roland.
Here. TWUBS.com. I'll put it in the.
If I remember correctly. Hopefully I did.
I'll put it in the comment stream. Okay. So yes, and I might also mention a few other things that I know about hashtags. If you're working out of YouTube, it asks you for various things.
Mm-hmm.
It will ask you for to put in hashtags at the bottom of the descriptor. So that's another way, another place that could you, whoever that is, could you please mute? Your phone call is coming through.
I did it for
you. So yeah, the whole hashtag thing is happening everywhere, and that's what one of the things that the reason I tried to create kind of a unique hashtag so that we could make this comment tracker work within Google Hangouts. So it seems to have worked reasonably well, but you do have to have a unique one. So when you saw that I said BYOC, that's being your own CEO, and the specific date, I was hoping that that would be a unique one, so that we could pull in comments from various places for this hangout.
All this time I thought it was bring your own cocktail. Oops. I was kind of wondering why you wanted us to bring our cocktails at 9 a.m.
Unlike the late night hangout that happened on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
That popped up in my system. I was not home, and it came up on my phone.
Yeah, I was on my phone as well, so I thought it was pretty funny.
So
it shows you how you have to sometimes mute various hangouts, right? So
it's BYOC at 9 a.m. It's bring your own coffee, but over here it's bring your own cocktail because it's 5 o'clock or 6 here.
Yeah, you're 8 hours ahead, right, Alana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was just saying, Alana, just a quick side note, Alana, you should come to our Friday. Well, mind you, that'll be like 2 a.m. for you. So yeah. I was going to say, come to the Labman's After Wabbies, which is the session like this after the webinars on Fridays. Yeah.
I try
but
really
it would be
hard
2 a.m. for you.
Yeah, I try hard to catch your webinars, and I think I have to start taking a nap so I can participate. So I can stay up that late.
I keep saying one of these days I'm going to do like a Europe version, right? Where I'll do one at 9 a.m. so you guys can enjoy it at 5, right? So
yeah, that sounds good. That sounds great.
I did that once, and then I got a plethora of PMs saying, "Oh, can you do it? I'm in this location. Can you do it at this time? I'm in this location." It's like, no, okay, I can't do that anymore. So, you know, you can please some of the people online some of the time, but
that's it.
Yeah.
You have to go where people are.
I'm looking at the time, and I see Paul has bowed out. He has left us. He was out there watching and adding some comments. So I would really like to for us to stop screen share or stop recording right now. If I could just find my and I can't find it. So I'll just have to wing it. But it is 8 minutes after, and we're running late, and I need to respect everybody's time. So this is my signal that we are going to close now, and I just want to remind those of you who are watching and who are participating here that I do have a community, a very active community in Google+, as well as a collection. I call it Solopreneur Supports, if you look for that in the Google+ collections. And let's see, we do this every Tuesday morning, so if you find yourself, and you'll begin to see things, and I always post whatever is happening in both of those places. So you know, if you want to join in, and you're welcome to you know, share things that you think will be of value to other members. That's what this is all about. It's a community, and we share and support. So this is Lowell Ann signing off, with a reminder for those who are watching to please do get to know the people in the green room. They do good work and do good business, and that's why they're here, and that's why we've all learned about each other in a more intimate way, and most of us do business with each other as well. So goodbye for now, and thanks for joining me, to the people in the green room, and we'll see you next week.